take a look at our city charter and do a review of that. So I would like to put that on a future agenda item.
Need seconds on those?
I probably do need seconds on those.
Both of those items.
All right, we have a second from Joe on both of those. All in favor? Aye. Raise your right hand. All right. Thank you very much. Anybody else have anything?
I do. One was the city charter, but that's already underway. I looked at our pending list. Since that's required by charter, we're already going to be doing that this year. The other things I have, when we had our May council retreat, we had a list of active / in progress items. And some of those we were told were kind of just ready for council to take action on those, and just needed prioritization on those. If you want, examples, I can give those to you. I took notes on those in case anybody asked, but I was just wondering when those are going to be coming about. Some were just like ordinances that were all prepared and just ready for council to take action and consider and vote on them. If staff wants examples, I can give a few, but I'm just curious, when are those going to be coming up, since it's been a few months and we haven't seen any of that yet. And on our report we get on Fridays, that on the pending agenda list, they're still on like pending, on the pending section, not associated or not assigned to any specific council meeting. So
I would guess probably right now they're, because of budget and so many other things that we have not addressed them. Do you want to be more specific, Roman?
I can. So some were like smoking ordinance. We were told that was all drafted up and ready for us. If some of these are not the case, then that's fine. But these are what I remember we were told when I took notes.
What if you gave us some that you would like to prioritize right now? So if you've got 3 or 4 out of there that you feel are important that we look at immediately.
Okay. One was the solicitation / panhandling ordinance. I think we've gotten a lot of concerns from citizens about that. So I just at least like to see what that would look like. We can consider that.
Do we have a second on that, council?
That's fine.
I'll second this motion.
Okay, all right. We have a second on that. All in favor?
And can I be clear? I'm not saying this needs to come up at our next meeting. Like after budget is fine, but we can get those assigned to dates soon.
Okay,
So.
all in favor of the panhandling, all right?
Yeah, I think that those, just to intercede here, I believe that the reason they have stayed pending is because they're not highly ranked on this.
That, and we don't have a permanent city manager.
City manager?
So,
Yes.
they might have different ideas for these things, so that's why they haven't been moved yet.
Yeah. So
We have a lot on the agenda from now until October.
Oh, okay. Well, what I remember is that those were because we had remembered like 2 sheets. One of them was that active and in progress stuff, and the other one was the new and pending prioritization. So what I think we have here in front of us is what we prioritize with our green stickies. With the yellow stickies, we went and looked at what is staff and what has council already been doing, and what do we want to put a hold on. And so some of these were already ongoing, and I'm just wondering where are we? Why haven't we had those up yet?
Do you have any other that you really feel needs to be looked at right now?
No, nothing I feel it needs to happen now, but I'd like to see those move since they've just been sitting there for a really long time.
And I think that we wait till we get through budget, we get a new city manager,
and then we start working on
and
those.
then we begin to look at them more closely.
Okay, that's fine. Did you have something to say?
I think we can. I think we're all just busy right now with a few of these things, but we certainly can start taking a look at some of these that have been sitting for a little bit. Some we'll start getting them on calendars,
Okay.
and we'll give you an update on it.
Okay, because I know these just didn't come up just when the budget happened. These have been here probably since
For a
I
while.
got on, right? And so I'm like, why haven't we done anything with these? And if they're no longer a priority for council, let's just take them off our pending list and not do anything with them, so we don't have 10, 15 items sitting there for 2-3 years and we haven't done anything. So.
Do you still want to keep the one that we just voted on, or would you be comfortable if we did a motion to let it also be part of those that are going to come down the road?
How quick do you think down the road would be? Like, could we consider those before the end of the year, or are we going to wait another year for those?
Well,
We'll
maybe
do, we'll
the
do what we can for as much of it as we can.
The
Well-
regular business has to come first.
Let us
Well,
take,
these are regular business items,
Yeah.
cleaning up all these ordinances that we need to.
if it's acceptable to you, we could take it back to staff and come back at the next meeting and start working out some timelines. The new city manager, when they come in, they'll
Okay.
have some priorities on that could shift it. But we'll talk it over at staff and bring it back at the next meeting.
Okay.
And maybe even hopefully have some pending item that's on there at that meeting, but who knows?
Just so everybody's clear, my main thing is I don't think it needs to be done now or next meeting, but I think something needs to happen, and we don't keep items on our pending list for 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
That's basically the gist of it.
Would you be comfortable if we went ahead and unmotioned what we just motioned? And just let it be part of all of those? Does that make unmotion? what we just motioned? Yeah. So, would you be comfortable with that?
Um,
And let it be part of the group that all of those that they'll be looking at?
I'm comfortable with that then, and I'll trust that staff does that. If it doesn't happen, just so it's clear, I'm gonna bring it up again after the budget and after we have a new city
That's fine.
manager.
That would be fine.
So,
That would
okay,
be fine.
so then, with
Got it.
consent, I don't think we need a vote, but just if everybody agrees, we will let that be a part of
Let that one
all
go.
the pending items that are there. Let's start working on those. Is that good?
That's good, if we're all in agreement. Okay.
Again.
It is 8:15. Are you ready to go home? All right, at 8:15, we will close this council meeting. Thank you all for being here.
Huh?
City